I hope you all are fine in this crucial time of COVID 19. But teaching and studying should not stop. So, here I come with the video in which we're going to discuss the lesson number 3 of moral science, and the name of a chapter is the Ikara, the village girl. And this chapter is about obedience, that we should listen to our parents, we should listen to them, we should listen our elders, those who are saying and telling us something that is for our betterment. They want us to be secure and safe. So this chapter is regarding the obedience, and this is a story of a village girl. In this chapter we have three characters. We have more than three characters, but three main characters are here. That is a mother, one girl, her name was Ekara, and her friend name was Badala. So here we'll start with the chapter. One bright sunny day, Ekara was playing with her friends in a ground while her parents went to the field to work. One morning, Ekara woke up. Her mother was packing something in the bag. Ekara gently asked to her mother that, "Mama, what you are doing? Why you are packing up the things?" Her mother told Ekara that her father had to go to the market in the neighborhood village to buy a new cow. As he may be out for the whole day, she was packing a few things which he may need. Ikara was very happy to know that a new member, a new cow, was being brought by her father. She told her mother that she would do everything to look after a new cow. Her mother gently moved her hand over a surface of her head with love and said, "I will guide you and I will teach you that how to do things, how to take care of a cow as a new member, as a new cow comes to a home. But there is one condition. As father has gone to the neighborhood village to bring a new cow, and I have to go to the field. You have to stay home." Ikara shook her head and said, "Yes, mother." Ikara's father and mother both left the house as she was left alone. For a while she was playing inside the house, and soon she get bored. She stepped out of the house and meet her friend Badala. There was one friend of Ikara, her name was Badala. Ikara told the Badala that my father has gone to the neighborhood village to buy a new cow. Badala said, "Oh, so why can't we should decorate the house? Let's go to the hillside and collect some of the flowers so that we can decorate the house." Ikara agreed. She said, "Yes, we will go and collect some of the flowers from the hill and we will decorate the house properly." But she forgot that her mother told her to stay at home. When both the friends reached to the top of the hill through the narrow path, Ikara was very happy to see the many beautiful flowers with the sweet smell. Badala and Ikara ran around, playful, and they were collecting the flowers to decorate the house. Both the girls were busy in collecting the flowers, they realized the sun slowly moved behind the hills toward the west, and both the girls decided to return home. But Ikara told to Badala that she wanted to collect one more large red flower. Before they left, the Badala agreed. They saw some red flowers ahead and ran towards them. As soon Ikara plucked one flower, a bee, and we call it as also honeybee, sitting in that flower, come out and stung Ikara. The bee bite the Ikara on her left eyelid, means on the left eye of Ikara, the bee bite her. Ikara wailed out in pain. Badala, her friend, tried to help but could do little. Ikara continued to wail. Wail means to make a long, loud, high cry because you are sad or in pain. For the next 1 hour, they sat there. Ikara trying her best to do away with the burning sensation. Finally, Ikara's eyelid puffed, means swelled up, and she could hardly see from her left eye. As the bee stung her, so she was in pain. On her left eye, the left eye swelled up, puffed up, and she could hardly see anything from her left eye. Somehow, both the girls managed to climb the hill back to the village. As they come to the edge of the field, they saw many villagers looking here and there. One of the villagers saw both the girls and they shouted. Ikara parents come running towards them. Badala's parents were also behind the Ikara's parents. On reaching home, Ikara's mother applied an ointment on her eyelid and gave her warm milk to drink. Ikara felt sorry for not listening to her mother. If she could listen to her mother, she will be not in so much of pain. Children, the moral of the story is we should always listen to our elders. We should always listen to our parents. Whatsoever they are saying, children, we should obey them. As we know that our teachers, our parents, our elder ones always want to guide us. We should always listen. We should always follow the rules and the regulations and the laws whatsoever is being made, because laws, rules and restrictions are made for our betterment. So children, we should always listen to our elders because they know more than us. They know better than us. So we should always listen to them, okay? And we should always be obedient because they want to guide us. They want to protect us, okay? Because they don't want us to be get hurt because of them.